At the time, I really didn't understand that this one role would change what I hope I would be doing for the rest of my life. But as I was going through it, it just brought a spark to my eyes, and I knew that this is what I wanted to do. Hello, my lovely dovelies, wherever and whenever you are in the world. Saffron here. So for today, I'm going to be doing a story time. First one of this channel. This is going to be about my first time acting. And this is going to be an interesting story because that story is the forefront of why I'm pursuing this now. Why you guys see so many monologues on my channel, and why my intro, the intro that this video has, is acting theme. That story is a huge inspiration for this. So sit back, relax, and enjoy it, and let's get on with the story. This story takes place between mid-November and the date of December 17th, which was the play. Now, this play had everybody going rampant. People were excited because, you know, it was around Christmas time, and it was about baby Jesus. We praise baby Jesus right here. While we were talking about it in our free time in the classroom, you know, me and my friends, one of my friends, John, said,
"You know he's going to give you the lead role."
What?
Yeah, he's going to give you the lead. He basically gives the leads to all the new kids that end up coming to the school.
Now, I didn't want to believe that because I thought it was a bunch of baloney, but now that I'm thinking about it, he might do that because he knows how I am. At the time, I was very insecure and I was very shy. Like, I could barely carry a conversation with a stranger, let alone get in front of a lot of people and say words. So I was just like, he's not going to give me the lead. He knows how I am, and he doesn't want this play to be in shambles. So auditions start to roll around, and he basically calls us up on the stage, and we say lines that he wants us to say. I said the lines of the wise men because I wanted to be one of the wise men. That was my intended role. He would rotate us around to different roles and try to see which ones would be the best for us. So I went from being the wise men to Mary to being Miss O'Freakin' Let's talk about her, shall we? Miss O'Reilly was who I think is the lead role because she not only had a solo, but she was in every single scene of the play. She was never once put aside for anything. I mean, like, she was hard. And she had a lot of lines in a short amount of time. And I was just like, no, he can't do that to me. That's not true. So auditions and that was the end of it. About a week later, me and my friends were going down to prepare for gym. And as we were going down, a couple of the little kids, I think they were kindergartners or preschoolers, were just sitting waiting for their teacher to come get them because, you know, it was past their gym time. And as I was walking by, going to the bathroom, my cousin stops me and says,
"You're Miss O'Reilly, Saf. You're Miss O'Reilly."
And I was just like, what? And she said, yeah, you're Miss O'Reilly. Look. And she points to a board that's near the gym doors with a paper that says, the roles that people got. So I went over to the board, I searched up my name, and I kid you not, my name was right across from Miss O'Reilly, and I was just like flabbergasted. Like, he must really want to mess up this play because he knows how I am. I'm going to stutter. I'm going to make a big old fool out of himself. I was just like, no, it's not true. It's not true. And I hurried up and just went and changed. Now, John overheard this, and as we were going to our classroom, he came to me and said,
"Look, I got a plan. How about we convince Mr. Hempel to switch roles because I want to be Miss O'Reilly. We could just switch roles. You could be the cook and role. It's not that big role."
And I was down for it because anything to get rid of that role, I was down for it. So we were hatching up this plan, and little did I know, Miss Winston, our principal, and also one of the teachers, overheard us. And on, I think, Monday or Tuesday of next week, and this was the week before we started rehearsing, she came up to me and John before we went down for lunch, and she told us how,
oh, you shouldn't change roles. You shouldn't do this. You were very blessed to get these roles, and you shouldn't change it.
And I'm just like, first of all, how did you hear? Second of all, why are you concerned? Like, either way the play is going to go on. Why do I need to be part of it? Like, who cares? Is what I was thinking in my mind because I was just upset. She was done talking to both of us, and then she tells John to go, but she keeps me instead. And she came over to me and said,
"Saffron, why do you want to change roles?"
And that just caught me off guard because it's just like she knew what was going on in my mind, and I really didn't understand it because I thought the only person who was capable of doing that was my mother. So she comes here and I'm just like, you know, well, I don't think I could do it. And keep in mind, I was stammering. I couldn't do it. I don't think I could do it. It's so many lines. I couldn't do it. God bless this woman. She said,
and look, I know it's hard, but I can see the potential in you, Saffron. I know you can do it. And if you need help, I'm here for you. But you should really give this role a try because, like I said, I think you can do it. I think you're destined for this role.
So we left it at that, and I just went down to the lunch just wondering and rethinking what she said. Like, did this woman really believe that I was capable of doing this role? Or was she just trying to make me feel better because I was a kid? I didn't know, but at the time, she really did give that little spark onto me rehearsing for this role. Fast forward to the first rehearsal day. We just went over the first song that he would later go over with us and with the choir people because he wanted to work with the actors first. Work with the actors first, work with the choir later. So he worked with the first song with us and we read a couple over the line. That first reading, I started to get a little bit loose, but then I was sort of unsure. But as the days went on and we were just rehearsing, and as I was starting to learn my lines, which, by the way, was hard. I wish I had a video like the one I put up myself. It was hard because I had a weird technique of just looking down, up, down, up, down, up. And by that I mean I would read a sentence, look away, try to memorize it, then go down, read another sentence, and just do the same thing over and over again. It was just tiring. Like my eyes hurt, my head hurt, and I just didn't want to do this anymore. But it was worth it because I soon started to memorize my lines quickly. It was really efficient. Like by I think the third or the fourth week, I memorized half my lines, whilst others couldn't even get through the first 2 pages. And I was proud of myself. And Mr. Hempel was pretty impressed. He was like,
"Whoa, Saffron, you memorized all these lines. I'm so proud of you. You did it. You got it."
And I was just like, yeah, I got it. I was just stroking myself. Nevertheless, as we continued, we soon started to sing. It was all starting to come together, and he was really encouraging us to get these lines down. I was too, because if someone forgets a line, that's just going to mess up on my part. I'm just going to start stammering, I thought, because I had to keep up. Now, we're on to the day of the play. I was scared. I really was, because my heart was pounding on that night after I got dressed. I was going over the lines with my mom. I was pacing back and forth. And when we went over, we had a little bit of time to practice downstairs because the kindergartners were supposed to be doing something else. I think they were supposed to be singing a song, and then we would all go up. Started to go up, and I knew that I couldn't turn back. I knew I couldn't mess up. Like everything that I've done from when I first got assigned to this role up to now was now being in full motion. It was time. And we just went on with the play. Played this, we did some songs, and it was soon coming towards the end, and I was just like, thank God, it's almost over. It's gonna be over. And once it was over, there was a big applause saying, yeah, you did good, yeah! Well, not screaming, exactly, but everybody was just so happy. We took a bow, and then we all filed out, and we went back to the basement. My state of mind was just like, whoa, I did that? I did that? We did that, but I did that? It was just amazing. And I was just, adrenaline was pumping through my body. Like, it was just going all over me. I was just like, Saffron hurt. You really talked in front of a bunch of people, something that we thought that we couldn't do. If I had a chance to talk to my 13-year-old self, I would just say like, girl, you did something that we thought we would never do. You did that. Yeah, you did. So once we went downstairs, of course, my parents came down. They congratulated me. And I, of course, got a couple of compliments from other teachers and adults saying,
Saffron, you did good. You memorized your lines perfectly.
You did a good job.
And then I also had the daycare person said,
yeah, Saffron, you could be a Broadway girl.
And that set it in. That one sentence set it in for me. It was at that moment that I knew I wanted to act. I wanted to be an actress, and I wanted to be an actress now. Since then, I've just been keeping it going. Like, I've been doing monologues. I tried to get into a talent agency, and of course it didn't work, but I'm going to apply to different talent agencies in the future. I now have a mentor, and I've also been taking acting classes as well. That's the end of the story. Like, that experience would ever hold a place in my heart. Like, if I were to get farther than this, And if someone were to ask me, like a news reporter or someone like that, or the paparazzi were say, what was the favorite thing of acting? Like, what do you remember most? I'm gonna say, just meet me at the manger. That's what I'm gonna say. Well guys, that's the end of the story. I hope you guys enjoyed it. But this is my first story time. I'm gonna get better. So I'm glad you guys enjoyed, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.